everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a topic that is both fascinating and critical for global security: Norway's bold naval modernization program and its mission to hunt Russian submarines. The idea of modern Vikings returning to the seas might sound like a dramatic headline, but it is actually not far from the truth. Norway is reviving its maritime power and taking a central role in protecting the North Atlantic and Arctic waters. This is a strategic move that could change the balance of power in the region, especially as tensions with Russia continue to rise. Norway has always been a nation connected to the sea. Its coastline is long, winding, and strategically located along one of NATO's most important frontiers. The country's geography makes it a natural guardian of the North Atlantic, but it also makes it vulnerable to the presence of foreign submarines, particularly Russian ones. In the past decade, sightings and reports of Russian submarines operating close to Norway's waters have increased dramatically. This has triggered alarm in Oslo and within NATO, pushing Norway to invest heavily in its navy. One of the cornerstones of this modernization effort is the introduction of state-of-the-art warships and maritime patrol systems, specifically designed for anti-submarine warfare. Norway is now acquiring some of the most advanced frigates, submarines, and surveillance systems available in the world. These assets give the country the ability to monitor and control the Norwegian Sea and parts of the Arctic where Russia frequently sends its submarines. This is not just about protecting Norwegian territory. It is about securing the entire northern flank of NATO. The modernization effort started with a recognition that Norway's fleet was aging and becoming less capable of dealing with modern threats. The Cold War ended decades ago, but the strategic environment never truly became peaceful in the Arctic. Russia maintained and upgraded its submarine fleet, including its fleet of nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines based in the Kola Peninsula. These submarines are a critical part of Russia's nuclear deterrent, which means they are always active and always being protected by Russia's own navy. Norway's answer to this challenge was to develop a navy that could not only detect but also track and, if necessary, neutralize these submarines. The introduction of the Fridtjof Nansen-class frigates marked the first step in this direction. These ships are equipped with advanced sonar systems, helicopter support, and anti-submarine torpedoes. But the program does not stop there. Norway is now investing in next-generation submarines in cooperation with Germany. These new submarines, based on the Type 212 CD design, will be some of the most advanced in the world. They are quiet, stealthy, and perfect for operations in the shallow and icy waters near Norway's coast. Another key component is the purchase of P-8 Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft. These aircraft are a game changer for anti-submarine warfare because they can cover large areas, drop sonar buoys, and launch torpedoes if they find a threat. They are also networked with NATO's intelligence systems, meaning that Norway can share data with its allies in real time. This improves the collective security of the alliance and makes it harder for Russian submarines to operate undetected. The Arctic is becoming increasingly militarized, and Norway finds itself at the center of this new Cold War at sea. Russia has built new bases, deployed more submarines, and increased its patrols in the region. At the same time, melting ice due to climate change is opening new shipping routes, making the Arctic not just a military hotspot, but also an economic one. Norway's strategy is to ensure that it has enough power to deter aggression while also reassuring its population that its sovereignty is protected. The term modern Vikings is more than just a catchy phrase. Norway's sailors are highly trained, and their tradition of seamanship goes back centuries. The country has invested in recruiting and retaining skilled personnel to operate its new warships. The Norwegian Navy is relatively small compared to other NATO navies, but it is highly professional and integrated with Allied forces. This allows Norway to punch above its weight and play a significant role in regional security. The importance of anti-submarine warfare cannot be overstated. Submarines are the ultimate stealth weapon, and a single hostile submarine can threaten shipping lanes, underwater cables, and even carry nuclear weapons. Norway's efforts to hunt and track these submarines are therefore crucial, not just for its own security, but for the security of Europe and North America. NATO relies on Norway's early warning systems and its ability to monitor Russian naval movements. Norway's cooperation with Germany on the Type 212 CD submarines also reflects a broader trend in European defense cooperation. By sharing costs and technology, both countries get access to better capabilities while strengthening the European pillar of NATO. These submarines are expected to enter service later this decade, and when they do, they will represent a significant leap forward for Norway's underwater warfare capabilities. In addition to warships and submarines, Norway has also invested in sensors, radar networks, and undersea surveillance systems. These systems allow the country to build a comprehensive picture of what is happening below the surface of the ocean. This data can be shared with NATO's Maritime Command to coordinate responses to any potential threats. Norway has also strengthened its relationship with the United States and the United Kingdom, both of which operate in the North Atlantic regularly. Joint exercises have increased, focusing on anti-submarine warfare and Arctic operations. These exercises send a clear message to Russia that NATO is ready to defend its territory and will not allow its northern flank to be compromised. The strategic importance of the Barents Sea and the Norwegian Sea cannot be ignored. These are the waters where Russian submarines must pass if they want to reach the Atlantic. By keeping these waters under constant surveillance, Norway acts as a gatekeeper for NATO. This is why its new fleet of ships and aircraft is so important. There is also an economic dimension to this naval modernization. Norway's offshore oil and gas infrastructure is a critical part of Europe's energy supply. Protecting pipelines and offshore platforms from sabotage or attack is now a top priority. Modern warships and patrol aircraft are essential tools in this mission. The political message behind these investments is clear. Norway is not going to remain passive in the face of rising tensions. The government has made defense spending a priority and is committed to meeting NATO's targets for military investment. Public support for a strong defense is high in Norway, especially after witnessing Russia's actions in Ukraine. Norway is not alone in this effort. Other Nordic countries, including Sweden and Finland, have also increased their defense budgets and joined NATO or strengthened their partnerships with the alliance. This creates a stronger regional network that can counterbalance Russian power in the high north. The image of modern Vikings sailing new warships across the Arctic seas is powerful and symbolic. It shows that Norway is embracing its maritime heritage while adapting to modern security challenges. These new ships and submarines represent not just military hardware, but also national resolve. In the coming years, we can expect Norway to continue expanding its navy, integrating new technologies such as drones, artificial intelligence, and autonomous underwater vehicles. These tools will make it even harder for any potential adversary to operate undetected near Norwegian waters. The return of great power competition in the Arctic means that the seas north of Norway will remain busy and contested. Norway's role as a first responder and sentry for NATO will only grow in importance. By modernizing its navy and investing in anti-submarine warfare, Norway is ensuring that it can meet these challenges head-on. So, when we talk about modern Vikings, we are really talking about a nation that has embraced its role as a maritime power and as a guardian of the North. Norway's new warships are not just hunting submarines, they are protecting trade routes, energy supplies, and the stability of an entire region. This is why the world should be paying attention to what is happening in the Norwegian Sea. The next decade will be decisive. As new submarines and warships enter service, Norway's Navy will reach a level of capability that it has not seen since the Cold War. This will give it the tools it needs to maintain control over its vast maritime domain. Norway's message is clear: the North will not be left unguarded. Its sailors are ready, its ships are modern, and its alliances are strong. The modern Vikings are back, and they are watching the northern seas more closely than ever.